This film brought me right back to some of my favorite, like nostalgic old Hollywood love stories. It was just pure warmth. Is that one of the things that interested you in this project?
It certainly did for me. I've always wanted to make one of those kind of like iconic, real Hollywood sprawling love stories. And to be honest, I never thought that I would have the chance just because getting to see, Black leads in that space is pretty rare. So it's something that I've always wanted to do.
I was not interested in making a love story at all. I love the period, but that's just it wasn't what I was trying to do. But the script came, across my desk, and I fell in love with it. Every now and then you get those stories that are undeniable, and they throw a sort of a wrench in your plans, and this was one of them. And it just, it's beautiful. The script was beautiful, and we were able to bring that to life.
I heard that you learned to play the saxophone for the role.
I
How did that go?
I did learn it. Well, listen, it was a little shaky at first, but I did learn to play. I didn't know when or if or when the film was going to get made. So the moment that I knew about the film and its possibilities, I wanted to get in and start learning. So I started to take lessons and get as good as possible. But I didn't. But I wasn't playing often. And then we got the green light, and we were getting ready to go in 2 months. And then I played every single day, every single second of the day, and really learned how to play and played pretty well.
Yeah, well, after watching the movie, I would second that. Yes. Tessa, I really want to go back to what you just said a second ago because I loved your character and I loved the female characters in this movie. Because to your point, you don't often get to see a movie like this with female, let alone African American female leads playing these roles. And you said something in the movie that I wrote down immediately because I loved it so much. You said, I can't be the woman of your dreams while also trying to be the woman of my own. And I was just like, yes. I thought that was such a powerful message for women from all backgrounds to hear.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a powerful message for everyone to hear. I think
Mhm.
you and certainly particularly as women because we exist inside of a patriarchal society. So even within ourselves, we have to continue to divorce ourselves from that mentality. But I think all people, I think there are folks that are struggling inside of trying to be who and what they are, trying to love who they want to love, and they have the expectations of their family or society, and it's really hard to be able to satisfy both dreams at once. And so I love getting to play a character that decides I'm gonna live out my own dreams. I have this one life, I have this one chance, and I'm gonna take it.
Yeah. Now, as we wrap things up, you also played a game throughout the movie that I chuckled kind of every time you did it because it was just so endearing. So I have to ask, what was your favorite song while you were filming this movie?
Oh, this is easy for Tessa. So I'm gonna think. Go ahead, Tessa.
Well, Nancy Wilson is a big artist for this film because it's paramount in their relationship. And I love this Nancy Wilson song, "How Glad I Am." So that was a song that I listened to a lot when we were making this movie.
Yeah.
I guess for me, it'd be something with Sam Cooke. And I think about at the
Mm.
end of the movie, there's a song that plays called Nothing Can Change This Love
Mm.
by Sam Cooke. And I just randomly was listening to Spotify one day, and it came up. I'd heard it before, but it came up. And at that point, it felt like this is our film. And so then being able to take that in that moment and go into the editing room like 2 days later and say, this song needs to be in the film. It wasn't a part of the production process,
Mhm.
but it feels like it sort of puts a button on our entire film.
Well, thank you both so much for taking the time to talk today. And thank you for the movie. It definitely was like a little piece of joy.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Awesome. Thank you. Love your tree.
Thank you.